I think taxes are a good, albeit problematic thing, like a prostate exam given by a doctor with a hook for a hand. Continuing with that metaphor, because force is involved, it has the ability to be a real pain in the ass. Circling back, I like the sharing aspect. Everyone pools their money together to fund the things that everyone needs to live. It works on the same level as 3 teenagers pooling their allowance money together for a sex doll. The hope is that everyone will be pleasured by the purchase, but unfortunately, not everyone is going to be equally satisfied by it, especially because it will always end up being overused by some over others. If by some unknown miracle I never get sick or do the sensible noble thing and only fuck that communal sex doll, then many of the benefits of taxation like healthcare and childcare assistance are lost on me entirely. However, the hope is to pool resources together for multiple services that may not directly affect me, but will benefit the whole of society, which in a less obvious way will affect me in a positive way as well. I may not directly benefit from the nipple clamps my neighbor uses, but if it puts them in good spirits, then it benefits me when they're able to satisfy their urges in the privacy of their own home, rather than subject me to an awkward conversation about clothespins. See, I think that everyone pitching in towards the society they live in is something that should be encouraged. It benefits everyone by making people happy and less likely to murder or steal to make ends meet, also known as the reverse Braun of Blackwater. Many of the services we rely upon, like food distribution and health services, require lots of resources, so the more people contributing, the better. Now, in this sort of system, it also makes sense for those with more to contribute more. It makes more sense if Joe Billionaire gives more to society than Joe struggles to put food on the table, because one person ends up dead from starvation if he gives something up, while the other just has to switch to the off-brand caviar, but will be otherwise unscathed by the experience, save maybe for mild food poisoning. But the problematic part, enforcement. Even in a BDSM dungeon, consent is key, and it has been argued ad nauseum that the tax system is more forceful than a Jehovah's Witnesses at conversations about dead Middle Eastern carpenters. If the threat of prison exists at the other end of refusal to contribute, then there lies a problem. Conversely, knowing human beings, relying solely on generosity is like relying on the compassion of a tiger shark to not eat you whilst covered in chum. In a society where there is no accountability on the part of wealth hoarders, those that can't keep up are a 2014 Nicolas Cage movie, Left Behind. So where could we compromise? Well, for starters, there's universal basic income, the baseline of needs being met through the taxation system already in place. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, so we might as well put in place a way to avoid dying if you don't make enough to contribute. This effectively provides an out for those who don't want to contribute, and one that doesn't involve becoming a nomad. If you don't make enough to pay taxes, you're covered. If you do, you cover yourself. Think of yourself as Dick Grayson on his journey to Nightwing. You start off with the help of a billionaire, giving you food, shelter, and access to the best healthcare a British butler can provide, and with that support system in place, you learn new skills and can eventually contribute to the cause of fighting crime, or rather, contributing to society. Or maybe you get beaten to death by a crowbar because society doesn't like you, and then you get reborn again after they take pity on you. Maybe you end up being Batgirl, but get shot in the spine and become the Oracle instead. The possibilities are endless. And throughout your journey, if you do end up crippled by a failed comedian turned psychopathic clown, you can still rely on that same billionaire to patch you up and send you on your merry way. The point is, if taxes worked like Batman, it would provide the tools and resources to satisfy the basic needs of everyone who needs help, long enough for them to become self-sufficient and become their own superheroes. The second thing we would need to do is increase the freedom people have in regards to what the money is used for. It's all fun and good that we're contributing to society, but like sweaters and dildos, one size does not fit all. So a ranked choice system makes sense. Pick from a variety of places your money can go, and if it makes sense for the budget, it goes towards there. That way everyone can get the sweater or dildo of their dreams, no matter what size, style, or material they want. So that's how I'd like to see taxes fixed. Take the system and make it more like Batman in its execution, so we can allow people the freedom to get whatever sex toy they want. Boy, these mixed metaphors really ended up getting ham-fisted. Oh god, not what I meant.